Nigerian Peoples Party has announced that its forthcoming National Executive Council meeting on August 28 will take far-reaching decisions as the party strategizes for the 2027 general elections. The agenda includes discussions on impending congresses, the National Convention, membership mobilization, and review of recent by-elections. According to the National Publicity Secretary, Ladipo Johnson, the party will also deliberate on constitutional review matters to shape its position on key national issues. He emphasized that while public speculation continues about NNPP's direction, all decisions will remain guided by principles, values, and national interest. The statement reiterated that the party is considering three options ahead of 2027: forming an alliance or coalition, contesting independently, or supporting President Bola Tinubu's re-election. Johnson urged members to stay calm and participate actively in the ongoing voter registration exercise as preparations intensify. Jackson, what is your take on this? NNPP is preparing for a NEC meeting to strategize on the position they are going to take in the forthcoming 2027 elections.
I wish them every best. NNPP, I think, is a party that domiciles in only one state of the federation. They don't have any other meaningful presence in any other part of the country except in Kano State. And when you look at Kano has about 44 local government. Kano is almost equivalent to almost 3 states in the south, or even in the southwest. You understand? So a lot of votes come from Kano. If they decide to want to run alone, definitely they are still going to lose. That is it. And they may win all the seats in Kano up to local government or whatever. But recently, I think they lost one to APC. So, and if they want to vote joint coalition, they can go ahead and join coalition if their interests will be protected there. And if joining President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, they want to stand alone for governorship and other things, but the presidential election, they want to join Bola Ahmed Tinubu, wherever their interest will be protected, I urge them to go. That is, it's all about interest.
Now, to a large extent, I know you're not unaware of the recent visit of Kwakwanso to President Bola Tinubu. And then much later, Kwakwanso said, even though he's not joining the APC, he might be throwing his weight behind President Bola Tinubu. And the fact that Kwakwanso and Kwakwasia movement has influence in Kano politics and also command a large voter strength cannot be swept under the carpet.
Yes. How
do you see that playing out? Not forgetting that Kwakwanso and the Kwakwasia movement also are at loggerheads with the leadership of the NNPP.
To be factual, I understand the politics of almost all the states of the federation because I have friends across. In Kano today, there are 2 captains that might be at loggerhead 2027. And those 2 captains have been friends. That is Ganduje and Kwakwanso. Ganduje was deputy to Kwakwanso in 1999 to 2003. They failed. They sent Kwakwanso to NEC as a board member, and his essay was Ganduje. Later, they made him Minister of Defense. His essay was still Ganduje. Later, they went back, and he still appointed Ganduje as his deputy. Both of them worked together, but they parted way when Kwakwanso was leaving, and he does not want to endorse Ganduje. They parted way. And since that time, both of them are very influential, but luckily enough, both of them are not from the same senatorial district in Kano. So each of them all tied their senatorial district in Kano. And these people, they are like 2 parallel lines now that can never meet. You understand? Immediately, talk was heavy for Kwakwanso to come back to APC. That was one of the reasons why
Ganduje resigned as APC chairman.
And then Ganduje supporters in Kano. If today, don't forget, despite the influence of Kwankwanso in Kano, even as a presidential candidate of NNPP, Ganduje was still able to secure 600,000 votes for Mr. President in 2023 election. So that is for you to know that it's not a pushover in that place. And today, if Kwankwanso eventually crossed to support the incumbent president 2027, definitely I want to use all my mouth as wide as it is to say that Ganduje supporters and followers and sympathizers will go against Mr. President in Kano.
Why? How did you arrive?
They cannot. They say two camels cannot drink at the same time in the same pot. These two people can never come together again. That is it. For the fact that Ganduje lost his office through resignation or whatever, his supporters in Kano are not comfortable. They are not happy. So whichever direction Kwankwanso is going 2027, these people will never go there. So if Kwankwanso is coming to support President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Ganduje supporters will not go there. And not just his supporters alone, his sympathizers will not go there. And it is not all the NNPP in Canada that is going to support Kwankwanso. Kwankwanso is even facing serious. If that is to say, if Kwankwanso is not even expelled from the party before 2027, a lot of people are thinking that Kwankwanso form NNPP. No, NNPP has been there, just like David Mark and others came to ADC. That was the same way that Kwankwanso and the people, the founders, they are already threatening him. They may even expel him from there, from the party, and he become partyless. And if you become partyless, if you don't have any political party, you may not have the base. So to me, I am not seeing Kwankwanso as a serious object of good that can attract good marketing now. No.
Well, you now mentioned, first of all, the founder of NNPP is Dr. Boniface Anyebunam. That's the founder of NNPP.
Yes.
And I recall that there was a time he came out to say that and alleged that Kwankwanso, through the Kwakwansia movement, has hijacked the party, and it became an ongoing battle at some point. Kwakwanso and the Kwakwansia movement at some point have been suspended from the party by the faction of the Anyebunam, part of the NNPP. But then moving forward, you made an interesting submission here. You said that Kwankwanso and Ganduje, they do not come from the same senatorial district.
Yes.
So if they do not come from the same senatorial district, then one could say that both of them can comfortably, work for the APC in 2027 without, overlapping each other. Don't you think so?
No. These are two principles. It's not a matter of leader and follower. Mm-hmm. These are two principles. These are two political institutions now in Kano. And the two of them, I don't think there is any way that these two people can come together and settle their crisis. You remember certain times that Ganduje was somewhere and he heard that Kwankwanso was with president, and he drove straight to the presidential villa. And before he got to presidential villa, they say Kwankwanso has left. You saw what he told the press. He said, "Ajumi, and meet him here today, I would have slapped him." Ganduje said that one. He said, "Ajumi, and meet him here today, I would have slapped him." You understand? These are the two people that can no longer work together. And there's a Yoruba proverb. They say, instead of lion to carry the hunting bag to follow tiger, it would have been better the two of them hunt their own separate ways. That is it. The two of them are principal The two of them are political giants in Kano. The two of them are political institutions in Kano. There is no one that may want to subject himself to the other. At the end of the day, who will take the glory? The two of them cannot take the glory. Somebody will take the glory. We and so allow Ganduje to take the glory if they work together and they deliver to Mr. President. We Ganduje allow Kwankwaso to take the glory if they work together and deliver to Mr. President? No, it won't work together. Mark my word.
And now, you mentioned that during the 2023 presidential election, Ganduje was able to poll 600,000 votes for the president. Now, from the data that I have here, Kano State has about 5.921 registered voters. Now, which means that if out of these registered voters of over 5 million, Ganduje pulls 600,000.
Yes.
Wouldn't that say that was a poor performance?
No, it's not a poor performance because there was serious.
How many active voters?
There was voter apathy. Look at it. Did Kwankwaso win the remaining 5 point something million votes? No, Kwankwaso won a little above 1 million. That is to say the total voter turnout there, and I think we see get some things there too. So the total turnout, I doubt if up to 3 million people came to vote in Kano. So if Kwankwaso, if Ganduje could get that one, I don't think it's very poor.
All right. So you're saying that there was voter apathy. Then, and if Ganduje was able to pull 600,000 votes, you know, from the people that turned out, for you, it wasn't an abysmal performance at his
it is not bad.
Okay. And now, between both principals, like you have said, who do you think, to a large extent, will have more influence in the forthcoming elections?
There is a particular factor. Definitely it's going to be Kwankwaso, but there is a particular factor that may even diminish the...
What's the factor?
The
chances of influence.
No. The Kwankwaso influence. What is that factor? The emergence of this Lamido Sanusi as the emir against the Bayero that have been there. You understand that the NNPP government of NNPP government being the followers of Kwankwaso, a lot of people in Kano, they are divided over this because some people often now some people are respecting what's the name, Sanusi, Lamido Sanusi, whereas some other people are still following the other former emir. So this is going to affect the chances of NNPP in Kano.
All right.
Because ordinarily, when you look at this last off-season election, people were expecting that the two houses there, people were expecting that NNPP should get it, but APC got one. So if you want to analyze that one, that is to say, as of today, based on that one, is 50-50.
All right. Very well. Let's also look at the performance of both people, both Ganduje and Kwankwaso, during the presidential elections. Now, you said Ganduje worked for President Bola Tinubu. Of course, he was the APC national chairman then. And as APC national chairman from Kano State, he was able to pull 500...
No, it was not the APC national chairman then.
All right.
Yes.
But he worked for the president in Kano State.
Yes.
The president got 506,412 votes. So it wasn't 600,000 votes. It's 506,412 votes. But on the other hand, Rabiu Kwakwanso under NNPP got 997,279 votes. The percentage, while President Bola Tinubu got 29% of the votes, Rabiu Kwakwanso pulled 58% of the votes. That's more like a reasonable gap between the influence that Ganduje, if you are to look at this, if you are to weigh the influence with this, then it appears that Rabiu Kwankwaso has more influence than Ganduje in Kano State right now, as we speak.
He's more popular because of his Kwankwasia movement.
Okay.
That most of the people in Kwankwasia movement did not belong to any political party. They belong to that movement. You understand?
Okay.
Though that you have the obedient, most of the obedient did not belong to Labour Party then. You understand? That is it.
Still do not belong to Labour Party.
Exactly. But what I'm telling you now is, just for the purpose that, for the reason that the NNPP government removed Bayero and put
back Sanusi Lamido.
Exactly.
It's going to affect.
It is going to affect.
Yes. The followers of Bayero will not
definitely
support Kwankwaso and the governor.
Definitely.
All right.
So it's going to affect them seriously.
All right.
Because traditional institutions in Kano, they don't vote in the northern Nigeria. They don't vote, but they have serious. If they believe in the emir, wherever the emir, the body language tell them the emir is going, and if there's any particular emir they like, any party that kind of punish
any party that punishes
definitely is going to reflect in the next election.